Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about her being down bad. Now, I'm starting to see a lot of videos about these women complaining about 304s. These 304s complaining about guys no longer approaching them, no longer taking them out on dates, no longer hitting up their inboxes, no longer buying them stuff just because. Which, the guy, if you're not a sample, whatever, what they say, blue pill. If you're not a blue pill, you already seen this coming. Us guys, we think logical. We don't got time for the BS. So we already knew this was coming. Like I was saying before, just step back and let it play itself out. Now I'm gonna say this: you're gonna have these same women that's complaining, and that's the thing too, because we don't care. They still trying to belittle you. Oh, you're not a man if you don't take care of another man's responsibility. Oh, you're not a man if you don't take care of me 100%. You sassy. They still using this, but they're already getting exposed. So the light has been shined. What they always say, whatever you do in the dark comes to the light. So they're already being exposed. And now you have these women now complaining about guys no longer giving them attention. They don't look at them when they're out in public. They don't open the door for them. None of that. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep chasing after your purpose. Keep building on yourself. Keep building that better body, that better mind. That everything. Keep building that better everything about yourself. And you're gonna have the women, of course, now that they're in that position to where they messed up. They're no longer, the gravy train is gone. Now what they're gonna do, they're gonna come back and you may have hit her up, a couple months down the road, whatever she left you on red. Guess what? She's gonna reply to you now. Hey, what you doing? If you're not busy, can we go out? They're gonna do all that, man. They're gonna do all that. So the best thing for you guys to do is keep living your life. Remember, if she's a 304 now, she's gonna be a 304 until she dies. That's just reality. So don't fall for the tricks. Oh, I didn't see the messages and nothing like that, or oh, let me take you out. Don't pay them no attention, bro. Leave them where they at. They did this to themselves. Remember, no one told them to rack up unlimited bodies. No one told them to get all these face tattoos, the dumbass BBLs, the fake butts, the lipo, the long fingernails. Nobody, the whole bunch of baby daddies. No one told them to do that, bro. Remember, she been hoeing since you know her since the beginning of time. Since you first met her. She's been hoeing. She's still hoeing. She's gonna keep hoeing. Just because she probably did that 5-10 years ago don't mean no, bro. I told you guys all the time, man. They can never get it out their system because they get to the point where they rack up so many bodies, they waist deep, they can't go back. They got to keep going forward. So they're gonna keep living that messed up life until they last breath. So you're gonna have the women, they're gonna try to spin the block, try to sweet talk you into taking them out and all this. No, continue not giving them validation. Continue not talking to them. Continue not giving them compliments. Continue not taking them out on dates. Remember, like I told you, she really like you, bro. Invite her to your crib or take her ass to a Mustang Inn if you got one close by you for that 30-minute special, and then go ahead and get out of there. That's the only way you can communicate with these kind of females. Like I say, if you dealing with a straight up criminal, you gotta talk to them a certain way, man. That same way if you talk to a lawyer, a doctor, you talk to somebody who's a bus driver, you talk to somebody who's a server, you talk to a mechanic. You gotta talk to these people a certain kind of way. You gotta deal with them a certain kind of way. So when you're dealing with a hoe, the only way you can deal with a hoe successfully is if you treat her like a hoe. Stop. That's the problem now, because you guys, you're dealing with these hoes. You know they hoes because she looks pretty. You gonna give her a pass. You don't give her a pass, bro. You gotta treat the hoes like hoes. You treating these hoes like housewives, bro. You treating these hoes like, like Cinderella or something like that or whatever. You don't do that, bro. You don't treat a hoe like Selena. You don't know, no, you don't give her Selena treatment. You don't do that, bro. You don't give her Mrs. Huxtable's treatment. You don't do that, man. You gotta treat the hoe like a hoe. That's where you go from there. And like I said, don't never let a woman shame you. It's because you don't want to take out, you don't want to spend a certain amount of money on her or anything like that. That's your money, bro. That's your car. That's your place. That's your stuff. Do what you want to do with it. Never make somebody manipulate you or punk you or trick you out of what you doing something that you don't want to do. Never do that, bro. So that's what's going on now. They on these podcasts again. It's funny because they always on these podcasts. They everywhere else. They over there in Jamaica. They on podcasts and these little dumbass little red pop the red balloon TV shows, but they never in the damn gym. it amazed me. They even on the couch, you know what I mean, putting in overtime, watching these damn TV shows, but they can't even put in 2 hours to go to the gym. You know, it's amazing, right? It's amazing. So that's what's going on. They over here making more videos about, oh, now I'm not getting any attention. Oh, you know, these guys are they soft or they this and that. No, man, you know you're a hoe, you bust down, you got high mileage, the check engine light is on. Everybody know that. Your mama know that. Your grandma know that. Your dumbass kids know that. Everybody know that. You just in a position now to where you completely destroyed your image 100% to where it's no going back. So now you're trying to come up with excuses to where why are you still single, or why you got another baby daddy, or why you this and that. Remember, they always talk about what you need to be doing. They never talk about what they need to be doing. They always talk about how much money you need to be making when they don't even have a job. They over here giving blowjobs behind Taco Bell on the weekends after they leave the club. They on Backpage, you know what I mean, giving it up for $40, bro. So the same chicks that you try to approach online or in person, they turn you down for no, oh, you just not good enough for me. You gotta be 7 foot tall. They always got an excuse. But the whole time they over there getting bent over $40 on Backpage, bro. So guys, keep doing what you're doing. Of course, the guy, I like the red pill thing, whatever I get, you know, yeah, whatever, but you know, it's either you're a simp or not, bro. That's how I'm looking at it. So the ones who not a simp, we already seen this coming, bro. Of course, like I tell you guys all the time, women are not leaders, they followers. And then when you give them an opportunity or you give them some kind of power, what do they do? Exhibit A, bro. What do you do? I understand that, even though we wasn't alive back then. Of course, I might run across an elderly and come across this video, but even though we wasn't alive back then in the 60s and back to where all the men had all the rights and women didn't have none, I understand it now, bro. I understand why they limit them on certain things to do in the world. I understand it now because they knew if they gave the women enough power, they'll screw it up. And look what they doing now. They promoting broken families. They don't give a damn about getting married or being in a relationship, but they'll be quick to be a baby mama. And at the same time, they're gonna blame all men to why they a baby mama. You know what I mean? You can't put them in a position of power. They'll manage it somewhere. And you put a female in a management position was dominantly male, what's she gonna do? She gonna cause a ruckus, bro. Matter of fact, they did a story. It's a dude, and he gonna win it. He was working at a tech company. They went to a event. The supervisor is an Asian. It don't matter what she is. You know, I'm just giving you guys a detail, but she's an Asian woman. She like supervised over the department. So they went out to this little company party or whatever like that. This bitch actually went around and grabbed that dude junk. It was, it was a white dude. Like I tell you all the time, they got this hate thing with the Mexicans, the Mexican women and the Asian women. They got this hate thing. They just gotta find a white dude. So she actually went to the party and she grabbed this dude junk. She Terry Crews the dude. And he was like, what the hell? And he was like, hey, nah. And then of course, she fired him. And I don't know how I might follow the story up later on if I can remember it, if I remember to catch up with the story. But long story short, that's what happens when you put women in power, bro. They do reckless shit like that. Not saying that guys don't do that, but for you to go to an actual event, a company outing, and you over here like you groping dudes, like what the hell you doing this? Of course, she fired him, and because he didn't take her advantage. She thought that because she's an Asian chick and oh yeah, everybody gonna want me. I'm a supervisor. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. So I hope that guy wins $100 million off that sexual harassment. That dude been victimized, bro. But that's what happens. And there's plenty of stories, man. You probably work so well where you got a supervisor or manager, she a female, she can't control it. She just all over the place. She causes a problem in the workplace. That's why I understand why back then the laws were they were back then. And to be honest with you, if they come back, I'm not against it because what's going? Look what's happening, bro. These females can't even stay with one dude for 12 months. There's so many females getting caught cheating, getting exposed online about all these affairs they've been having before their wedding day, bro. It's crazy. They have no desire to be with a family. They have no desire to be with a man. All they want to do is run around, sleep around, spend everybody's money but their own, and have these kids by random dudes they don't even know their real name, bro. So that's where we at right now. So it's right there, bro. The proof is in the pudding. You can believe me or not, but you guys are seeing the same thing I'm talking about, bro. Y'all know it's out there. It's been going on. It's going to continue to go on unless something changed, bro. And now they talking about the mandatory DNA test. When the baby is born, which They need to go ahead and make that a worldwide thing. Like I said, I know other countries they already taking on that role, but they need to go ahead and make that thing legit, bro. And all this, oh, you signed the birth certificate, the kid ain't yours, but you signed the birth certificate, you say I pay child support. It's a lot of guys in that position, bro. That should be illegal. The dude should be refunded, bro, for real for that. At the end of the day, whether he signed or not, if that kid is not his, bro, he need to go ahead and be excluded from all the responsibility. He needs to be removed from all responsibilities. And whatever money he gave that woman or the kid, you know how they go, it go to the mom or whatever, it should be refunded 100%, bro. You got guys locked up over this crap. The kid ain't even theirs, bro. They ain't pay. They stopped paying because the kid ain't theirs, and they locked them up for it. So it's real crazy. But like anyway, guys, like I say, it's all coming to an end. It's all coming to an end, bro. Just watch the shit show from your living room window. It's enjoy it, bro. It's gonna get worse. And they're gonna come crawling back, trying to know, bro. Don't just leave them where they at. Leave them alone, bro. Like I said, it's like a poisonous snake. You get hit once. This is say you survive it. You gonna let that poison snake bite you again? Nah, you gonna be like, hell nah. Keep that snake. You gotta keep that momentum. Keep that wall up. Keep living your life, man. Like I said, if she worth it, you'll know at the end of the day. But right now, like let all that stuff go. Let's let it burn, bro. Like Usher said, let it burn. Let that go by for another year or two, whatever, and then you can kind of start peeking in the dating market, whatever. Right now, let them crash and burger. They all on here right now complaining to my, oh, I don't know why all the men don't want to talk to me no more. Nah, bro, it's over with. It's over with. Y'all done exposed yourselves. Y'all over here doing TikTok videos about bragging about how y'all using dudes for food dates, and over here got them paying your bills while a whole nother dude sleeping over there. He ain't paying. Nah, bro, y'all did it to yourself. This is the thing. You would have got away with that if the internet wasn't what it was right now. If we didn't, before the cell phones with the cameras on the cell phones, because you really didn't have any proof. It was just word of mouth. You had to find it yourself. Now they online just bragging about it, bro. So it's over. This is a bad time to do that. Not just why they should be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. But this is the worst time to be doing some messed up stuff. You got guys right now, people committing crimes, and they uploading on their TikTok account, on their Instagram account, bragging about it. And then they wonder why when the FBI or the cops scoop them up, they looking stupid. That's what it is. It's a weird time right now. But like I say, bro, go ahead and spend y'all money, save y'all money on what y'all want. Don't let no woman dictate what you spend your money on, whatever. If you're single, you ain't got no kids, live it up, bro. Live it up. But anyway, this is a service announcement for everybody, getting you guys an update what's going on. Oh yeah, the house is falling, bro. The house is falling. That's for sure. But like, let it, just like I said, just let it burn, bro. Let them stay out there and let them stay out there with the BS or whatever like that. Give it time. Like I say, don't never give them a second chance or whatever like that, bro. Like this you gotta move on, bro. Don't be sitting there, oh, she finally responds to me. Nah, bro, she down bad, bro. Like, don't even worry about it. You shouldn't be following any females on social media anyway, unless it's your mama. You know what I mean? Other than that, that's just what it is, bro. So anyway, if you guys have any stories, if you got any questions, I'll try my best to answer them. Like, share, subscribe. And no matter what, always protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.